All right, so today's episode, we have Ashley Suelyn, the founder of The Real Planner and a multi-passionate entrepreneur. So we are going to go dive deeper today when it comes to how to be successful as a multi-passionate entrepreneur. Welcome, Ashley.
Thank you so much for having me.
Great. So before we start our episode today, I want you to do a little introduction about yourself and your background and share with the listeners about who you are and how did you build your business as well.
So hi everyone, my name is Ashley. I am a corporate entrepreneur and I'm also a spin and yoga instructor. So in my 20s, I spent a lot of time discovering myself and I love exploring different types of opportunities, whether it's more corporate-centric, whether it's more business-centric, or even on the more wellness spectrum. So it's hard to choose, guys. I mean, these days there's so many exciting things that are happening and we just want to try it all, right? And I think I had the opportunity and super blessed to be able to do all of that in my 20s. And with that trial and error, I discovered that in terms of corporate and in terms of business, what I love most is strategy. So I do identify myself as a strategy consultant as well. And with that, I put that into everything that I know, starting my own startup, helping different nonprofit organizations, build it from ground up, and also in my day-to-day job.
Amazing. You're doing so many things. Wellness, productivity, corporate, what else?
To be continued.
Just to hop in a little quickly, what does multi-passionate entrepreneur mean to you? What does it mean to you?
I think when people explore different things and they're always thinking out of the box, they don't just identify themselves with like one kind of identity or value. People look at me as that women empowerment role model. They see me as that spin yoga instructor. Sometimes I also run meditation classes with sound healing classes. Sometimes I become an entrepreneur panelist. And I also talk in corporate speaking events. So I think when people start to see you in different multi-dimensional identity, they realize that you don't just have one passion and you're always growing. You're always evolving. And I say that in my 20s, I get to explore, but even in my 30s now, I don't plan to just stop. I think life is about exploring different things. And there's so many different possibilities in this spectrum. Today, it may be spin and yoga, but who knows, right? In the next couple of years, something might change. And I always try to look forward to that. So being multi-passionate for me is just keeping an open mind and keeping an open heart.
Yeah. Finally, just a quick question, and it's a very intriguing question, even for me. And it's the $1 million question, Ashley.
Okay, bring it on.
What is next for Ashley Suelyn?
Damn, okay. That is the $1 million question. And I think when different people ask me that question, I actually have a different response. So I'm still trying to consolidate that response. And I think the ultimate thing that I would love to do, that I identify myself with, is to be an educator. True and true, since I was young, I was a tutor, I'm a coach, I'm an instructor, I'm a mentor. I love teaching generally. And when I learn something, I develop modules, I develop programs, and I make it easy for people to understand. And that's one of my biggest passion. And that's a common theme across the things that I do. So what's next for me in the near future is I do want to educate myself and learn even more and be a CEO and become a board of director in a Fortune 500 company. That's my ambition, my aspiration for myself. And see, that's again an expectation that I have. And if I fail, I fail. If it's not meant to be, it's fine. But at least I have a goal. At least I have an intention to do that.
And you are working towards that intention.
And I am thinking of the things that will bring me towards that. So after I've acquired all the skills, all this knowledge, I want to make it easy for our younger generation to be empowered to do the same. So I do want to go back to academics to take my PhD and one day become a professor. That's my intention. And perhaps that's one path, but another path could also be starting up my motivation or training company and do this on a global scale. So these are some of the things I do feel like would happen in phases. So I'm not going to be able to do it all at once. But I also want to be able to show people that you don't have to choose. You can do it all, just not at once.
Yep.
Like in different decades of your life.
Exactly.
In your 20s, you learn and explore. In your 30s, you continue to hone in on the skills. You continue to explore what you're good at. And I'm yet to find out what's gonna be installed for me in my 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond.
Audio Plus.